Hey there guys, here's Crypto with Malcolm. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. So I have to thank you for the big number of comments under the last video, but we are really full of things to talk about, so do not lose any more time and let's dive, as always, into today's argument, that is Dex Finance. So here we can see the main page of Dex Finance. So you can see that's a really big protocol. In fact, is on the top 50 on the smart chain of Binance. We can see they have a really cool site, a very cool interpage. It's interactive. And we can see they collab with a lot of journals like Yahoo News, Yahoo Finance, Business Insider. So really big guys, if we can see it like that. So let's scroll. We will talk about these things in detail later. We can see here the team. The CEO and co-founder Jack, the CTO and co-founder Matt, the COO Mark Allen. So here in the D app we can see the total value locked. It's almost, as you see, 4 million and up. The treasury, that's almost 1 million and up. The pool, the revenue, and the bond, that is almost 12,000. And I think this is a really good thing because it will make the price be higher, but we will talk about that later, seeing the chart. So let's pass to the money market. That's the first big point of this protocol. So the Dex money market is an algorithmic protocol that yields generation auto-compounded strategies and ETF rewards. Our unique protocol offers a single regulatory pool which controls the price of USDX and thus removes the need of bonding in this sense. The money market consists in two corresponding tokens, USDX and Dex shares. Here we can also see the auto-compounding strategies, ETF rewards and the bonding mechanism. Let's take a look at the white paper. So what's basically Defi? Dex Finance uses only one regulation staking point. In the system, the price of the PEG token is regulated by smart contracts and not the investors. The protocol underlying mechanism dynamically buys and sells the supply of SDX, pushing its price up or down relative to the price of the USDC. So why they've done that? Basically because one of the two main problems on the time fork models are the whales problem. So big investors that came invest in one protocol and goes away without leaving any kind of support on that. So the protocol basically dies, and that's to avoid that. This protocol also allows less experienced investors to participate in highly yield farming. So experienced investors spend countless hours charting trends and completing complex trades that can flip the market for beginners and part-time investors in an instant. To help level the playing field for new and less experienced crypto investors, we have created a new ecosystem that empowers users by simplifying the advanced trading strategies employed by the experienced investors and promote growth through a low-risk algorithmic trading model. So we will see that later, but as I said before, this protocol happens to be very accessible also to new investors, but we will see about some cool features about that later. As I don't want to read too much of the white paper, so we can see that they also prevent mercenary yield farmers from pillaging liquidity pools, and that's basically another mechanism to avoid, that I said before, the whale system. So that's it. That's another measure take counter that. And remember, if you are liking the video, to smash a like and the subscription button. After pre-sale, the only new supply of USDX going into circulation comes for the regulation pool, so basically the boardroom. And in every traditional model, these tokens would be dispersed in the boardroom stakers immediately every push based upon the TWAP. But in this model, the stakers do not receive USDX. Instead, the protocol takes in all the new minted USDX and only sells enough to bring it back to bank. So basically it's the protocol, as we can see. They control the distribution of the pegged token. Once the protocol sells the correct amount of USDX, those tokens can be both or sold. So the protocol never sells more than treasury can buy back. And last but not least, the USDX will be converted in Dex ETF, and we'll be talk about that in a couple of minutes, and distributed to every holder of the protocol. I was talking previously about the high accessible tax of this protocol. As here we can see that the protocol itself put at disposition of every user a lot of strategies made up by advanced investors, including the risk level, the profit, the hardest, the annual percentage rate, the daily percentage rate, the total value. So that's really a cool thing. As you see, it's many of these strategies, so don't be shy, and I hope you can easily start to invest in this new protocol. Although the Tomb fork basically provides itself to two tokens, we have other two tokens to talk about that are Dex ETF and the Dex Era. So let's starting with the first one that I was talking about previously. So that's, as the name says, is an exchange trading file. It's studied for new investors too, and as you see, it diversifies your investment into multiple coins. I want to say that, as you probably already know, if you want to start to invest or you are already investing and you are earning money, and if you don't, I will consider to change protocol, the best move you can do is to diversify the investments. You don't want to stake all your money in a single or like two projects, because if for any reason one of them goes down, you will be in a very bad situation. But also you should not spread your capital among too many platforms, like I don't know, 20 or 30. So that's to respond to people asking, why would I invest in an ETF, so in an exchange trading fund? The other coin is the Dex Era that we can see here. That's the token that gives you dividends. So using that, we will earn BNB, but all dividends will be controlled and regulated by the protocol itself based on the volume. So as we can see here, you have no buy tax, but a 30% sell tax. So we can see how is the spread. The 20% is back to the holders by the protocol itself. The 6% is buyback and burn. The 4% is the liquidity pool, and the sell tax is removed after 1 year of holding. Obviously, it's cool this part because the buyback, as I said in the first part of the video, will make the price increase, but we will see. So what's cool about these new tokens, so the Dex here and the Dex NFT, that with them you can actually bond and buy a discounted, so tax-free Dex share and US Dex, the coins of the Tomb fork that I have talked before. So after waiting the vesting period, you will have more Dex share and US Dex, as if you have invested, I don't know, in another platform like PancakeSwap. So another really cool feature of Dex Finance is that you can actually have rewards in every token you want. So you can read that, I will not lose any more time, and let's see to the chart. So as you can see, I don't know that this chart will look negatively at first, but this is a great opportunity to new investors, because obviously when the price goes down, consequently it goes up. So that's a great moment to invest right now in this protocol. So here we can see the DAO, that's basically the decentralized autonomous organization. So actually the oldest ones can take part of a lot of vote for the life and for the future of this protocol. So you can be an active part of the ecosystem you are investing in, you are living for, and don't only be a passing investors that nobody cares about. So the last feature, if I want to talk about, is the Dex Pad. So basically, as you can read, the Dex Pad aims to provide new project creators with multiple services and technologies. You will be able to launch your own token, but using that incredible big ecosystem, because as I said before, they are in the top 50 and they collaborate with a lot of big testnets. So why choose up? You can see one point is the technical guidance, the initial and fundraising, so whether to the seed side, private side and public side, the Dex Finance investors, because you basically already have a lot of public, the economics, the fine tuning of the project, and we are here for you. That's basically the free consultancy by the expert of Dex Finance. So that's a thing to not underrate. So let's finish with the security aspect. So this protocol has multiple audits, and as the others, the KYC. So the audits are a very good method to make it the risk of a rug pull really near the zero. So it probably wouldn't be one of the 50 top protocols in the smart Binance chain, this would be alright. But remember to always do your own research. All in all, I'm very bullish. That's the first time that I review actually a so big and famous protocol. So thanks for watching. Remember to smash a like and hit the subscribe button, and we will see in the next video. Bye guys.